Vanessa Murdock in tonight, and we're looking forward to the weekend.
Beyond the storm, right?
For a lot of reasons.
Not in the short term. That's correct. Things looking okay tomorrow, but Friday it gets very ugly out there. Really nasty. Let's start things off with a pleasant evening, shall we? Live outside right now. It is mild and very comfortable. 56 degrees, variable winds at 3. As for what's in store for us, it is a nor'easter. The timing plays out like this. Late tomorrow through early Saturday, we'll be feeling the impacts, but the worst of it, the brunt of it, is Friday with very windy, wet, and raw weather out there. We're talking about coastal and inland flooding from this system. We're expecting maybe 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, moderate coastal flooding, and heavy wet snow for some. Not necessarily all, but for some. We'll talk totals in just a bit. Out there right now, a few spotty rain showers sweeping across the region. Bigger picture, though, reveals bigger wet weather on the way. It is an area of low pressure to our southwest. This is area of low pressure number 1. There'll be another one developing off the coast. Those two systems combined will strengthen rapidly off of our coastline, becoming a nor'easter and creating some really troublesome conditions as we make our way through Friday. I would definitely expect problems on the roads as well as at the airports on Friday. Let's show you what it looks like hour by hour. Starting off 7:30 tomorrow morning, things looking a-okay. Maybe a few spotty showers tomorrow, but really it's after 5 o'clock steady rain begins. Gets heavier overnight Thursday and early Friday. Friday morning's commute could be hindered. I expect more hindrance, though, Friday evening as you drive home. Note 7 a.m. Friday morning, we're starting to see some snow sweep into the area. That trend continues through the afternoon. As the wet weather wraps out, many of us will see more of a wintry mix and a little bit of snow, but certainly a lot of rain before that for most of us. So it's a coating to 2, a very slushy mix along the coastline through the city. 2 to 5 just north and west, well north and west, 5 to 10 inches plus. I do think at the highest elevations we could get close to a foot out of this system. But really, it's not the snow that's the biggest concern. I believe it's the wind and the coastal factors, the flooding, the erosion. Here's a look at the future wind gusts by 8:30 Friday night. Peak winds 48 up to 60 miles per hour possible. And into Saturday, those conditions still persist. Again, we are very concerned as well about coastal flooding. Biggest impacts, I think, Friday night during high tide and Saturday morning's high tide cycle may very well be the worst flooding we'll see from this system. All right, so that's the gist of the storm. Tomorrow, pretty pleasant considering 56 degrees, more clouds. PM rain moves in, gets very windy into Friday, 43 degrees. Again, wet, windy, raw for your Friday. Saturday, 46. It's still very breezy, but the wet weather is exiting by Sunday. Much more pleasant. Still a little breeze out there, but nothing like we're going to see Friday and early Saturday.